today is August the 12th of 2009, and first saw Fred back in, let's see, August, July, so June. June is the beginning of June.
I think it was Memorial Day, so it was May 31st, I suspect.
Very good. So, Fred, explain to me why exactly you came in to see us in the first place, and what have your experience and what has changed.
Well, first of all, I have to thank you for seeing me on Memorial Day, because I was in such severe pain, lower back pain, and as you explained to me, it was spasms, the muscles counteracting whatever was wrong with my lower back, which you found out by taking some x-rays and have put me on a program of exercise and this device, whatever you call it, to try to bring my discs or whatever in line. And just dramatic improvement over where I was May 31st to today. I can now go work out 3 times a week with no pain at all. Maybe some discomfort when the guy makes me do things I don't want to do, but generally speaking, I just 80% improvement plus, I'm sure. I'm still working towards getting stronger.
Now, when we took the X-rays, what showed up was a lower back degeneration of the disc. Now, the deal is with the disc degenerating, you can't ever really get it back, but you can stop it from further degenerating, which is pretty cool. Now, you also had some more metabolic or some other stuff going on, and maybe explain a little bit about what we did as far as blood work and whatnot.
Well, yeah, did initial blood work and showed a lot of need for improvement in certain areas. Went on almost a month-long diet with supplements and things, and had my blood work done again, and it was dramatic improvement in many of the areas. There's still some areas for improvement, which we'll work on.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, this whole process of checking where you are doing something and then checking the results is just a phenomenal experience.
Right, because that's definitely not done in our healthcare system today. Absolutely not. Now, how quickly did you start to see changes when we started to put you on that specific diet with those specific supplementations based on your blood work?
Well, I found my ability to sleep a lot better very quickly, which is within a week or so.
Within a week? Wow, that's amazing. It's really good.
And then I was eating a lot of veggies and a lot of fruits, and I actually came to the point where I was enjoying eating that stuff. It was kind of scary. But I made it through. I had a lot of support, friends support, saying, you're not going to get off the diet or whatever. So
that's great.
It was cool. I think it was well worth it, and now I'm feeling better. So.
Now, explain to me how your health, your quote-unquote healthcare was taken care of before this time.
Well, purely by my primary care physician, if you will, the medical doctor, who a yearly physical, and it's about all I got, and unless I had the flu or something, and saw him then. I've been on blood pressure medicine now for 20 years plus, I guess.
20 years plus.
And all because it was borderline.
Interesting.
And when I turned 50, I guess, my primary care physician at the time, who was since then retired, but put me on medication more for a preventive thing than anything else. And I've been on it ever since. Now, I don't feel any side effects to it, but who knows what it's doing to me.
Right, which there are a lot of silent side effects of blood pressure medication. So, how much weight did you lose?
Oh, during the...
during this time.
Well, my scale said 12 pounds. And even though I was told by you that it was not a weight loss program, but that a side effect might be a losing weight.
Side effect. Yeah, as we start to regain function in an abnormally functioned body, we start to see the body now start to balance out. So it's exactly what was happening. And we also saw your blood pressure went down. Even on the blood pressure medication, we still were able to further balance out that blood pressure, which is great. So I want to briefly talk about the labs that we did with Fred, when we first ran his labs, his liver enzymes were quite high. Due to some patterns with the triglycerides and some other markers, all signs were kind of pointing towards alcohol intake. But when we ran the labs again, there was some alcohol intake a short time before that, so the liver enzymes were still a bit high. So we're going to retest those here in about a week and a half to rule out any potential other issues with elevated liver enzymes. His vitamin D levels went from a pretty severe deficiency around 28 nanograms per milliliter up to about 47 nanograms per milliliter. There was a study coming out of the Einstein School of Medicine that showed a low vitamin D levels associated with an increased cause of death from all causes, which was pretty significant. So having optimum vitamin D levels is extremely important. That's why we run blood tests for those vitamin Ds every time. The PSA levels, the prostate specific antigens that shows basically the health of the prostate. When it was run by his medical doctor, the laboratory ranges were 0 to 4.0. His results was at 3.85. Way too close for comfort. We don't want to see that number very high. So part of the program that we had him on was specifically to get those PSA levels down, and which they did, went down to 2.5. So great improvement there. He mentioned you get the prostate exam, the manual exam, every year.
Yep.
And was it ever enlarged?
No.
Never. So the deal is that we don't want to ever to see those prostates get enlarged. We want to make sure that it is functioning correctly all the time, which is the goal of this type of healthcare. His overall great improvements in the majority of the lab markers, and this is only after 2 months of working with them. So, Fred, I'm excited that you said you're feeling better.
So am I.
You're feeling better. Your life has improved. Do you have any recommendations for other patients?
Well, yeah, I think going through the blood work thing and doing whatever program is required as a result of whatever the blood work says is probably the smartest thing for anybody to do. It's a shame I didn't know you a long time ago.
Right.
What is doing this?
I thank you, Fred. Thank you for
Thank you.
doing the testimonial, and hopefully this will reach the eyes and ears of a lot of future patients, doctors, and students, so we can help spread the word on getting people actually better versus the
Preventive rather than...
Exactly, true preventative medicine. Thank you, Fred. I appreciate it.
All right. Excellent.